As much as we would ideally like the younger generation to not be on their phones, to not be scrolling, on these apps, etc., to not be wasting their times, it is there. It is the reality. It's ideal where you try to shut everyone's social media off and encourage them to leave it, but they're not. That's the reality, in my opinion, anyway. So it's like a wave, and you've got to ride the wave, literally. How do you ride the wave? You've got to obviously be there for the younger generation, be there for your children, and if you are from the younger generation, you've got to understand that, again, this is a tool which can be used for good, a tool which can be used for bad. And you've got to be expecting, especially those who are older than, who are 30 and above, and those who've got children, you've got to be expecting your child to come home one day and say, for example, I want to become a YouTuber, or I want to become somebody famous on Instagram. It is reality. It is reality that we shouldn't be running away from. I give you some research. They say the age demographic, which is just a little bit younger than myself, so you're looking from the age of about below 30, from the age of about 12 up to 30. They ask the kids at school, what would you like to become? In the olden days, people would say, I want to become a pilot, and I want to become a doctor, and I want to become a this and a that. The answer that was given the most was, I want to become a YouTuber. It's reality. It's a fitna. It is what it is. So you've got to understand and realize that at times we cannot ignore reality. It is reality. You've got to inculcate in that person, if it's your child, you've got to obviously give them the correct adab, the correct character and conduct, the way they should carry themselves on this platform. Also, for the younger generation, those who are here, at times you may think that it's cool to be out there and doing, sharing your whole life. But you're only 16, 17 or 18 years old. Eventually, a few years later, you start to regret. You start to think that I've shared so much with the world and now I've changed my life. And that's not only when it comes to content creators. At times you have your own personal profile. Whilst you're still young, a person may not use the correct language. They may share inappropriate images, etc. And then there comes a time in your life where you want to make tawbah or you want to change. You don't want to be known as that person on social media. So you've got to bear that in mind. And you've got to realize that I've got to be mature and I've got to be calculated with what I post. I was speaking to somebody who is quite well known in social media. And we were speaking about his journey. And he mentioned that, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I had videos of me doing certain things. And I regret them so much, but there was no way to delete them. He said, because the person who ran the account, he forgot the passwords. He said, so we couldn't delete the videos. So please bear that in mind to the youngsters, those who are listening online, those who will listen. If you have social media and you want to use it in a way that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Use it in a way that it will bear witness for you and not against you on the Day of Judgment.